Looks like the place is still here. Let me take a look around. I'm hoping something's left inside. Might give us a little leg up, get things started around here. Oh yeah, I think I hit the jackpot. The old Volvo's still here. I think we can make use of that. Lovely big semi-trailer. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This big old loader here. Think we're gonna need that at some point in the near future, though she's one hell of a beast. Oh, that's a shame. They cleared everything else out. That's a good start though. Best get back and tell the computer guy what the situation is down here.
I think our priority needs to be tending to these fields, because in my mind, if we're going to get anything sowed, then we are going to be rapidly running out of time. October coming up, and I think that'll be the last chance to get barley and maybe wheat in if we wanted to. The old beans here, I'm sad about these, but hey ho, nothing we can do about it. Let's get these dug out the ground and then have a think about what we're going to put in. There's also the chance to make things a bit bigger. Of course, we only made things as large as we felt we needed at the time, with the aim of kind of getting a full farming operation going. But the whole plan has changed. If we are aiming to start with gold, and we've only got 68 grand in the bank, we're going to need a lot of equipment. We're going to have to put up some buildings. We're going to have to do some drilling, some rock blasting, God knows what else. I think we're going to need some proper funds. I think farming is going to be the way forward. I'm just wondering whether or not one of the things we invest in first off is a proper mower, because we have an absolute abundance of two things around here: trees and grass. This little thing that Dusty fabricated does the job indeed, but if we were ever to take it seriously to make grass, hay and silage and go out there to mow, then we are going to need something much bigger than that, that's for sure. Yeah, we got the loader, haven't we, for the front of the old tractor. Just about enough horsepower to lift that. We've got this beast here, which is great for pulling, not really much else. Yeah, I think we'll stick with her for as long as we can. But the farmer over here is an absolute classic. I don't think we should ever get rid of that. That is our kind of statement of intent. When we found this, we knew we were on to a start of something big. She does need tidying up though, and desperately needs a clean and a repaint, but that's something for another day. Right, we picked up this forager, was it? I think it was. I honestly can't tell. Everything's so old and antiquated. Dusty will be back any minute now, and then we can make a plan. I'm hoping he's got good news. Did you find what you were looking for, Dusty?
Yeah, we're in luck, my friend. That new barn's still down there. Some of the gear's been taken away though. However, we still got the big Volvo truck and semi-trailer, and there's the big Volvo loader down there as well. I'm pretty sure there was a second one down there, but that's gone now.
Well, that's alright, Dusty. A truck, a trailer and a loader, that's great. We can get that sold and make some proper money.
I was thinking we might be able to make use of them ourselves, rather than pay for things down the line.
And this is where we need to make a decision, Dusty. I think we sell them and get some money in the bank. That way we can buy the actual things we do need, rather than just make good with the things that we've got up there.
Normally I'd go against that, computer guy, but I think you're right on this occasion.
Cool, well, let's jump in the truck then. We're going to have to run backwards and forwards, but if we get them over to the store, we should be able to get them sold, and then we can start thinking about the future.
Yeah, I like that. First things first though, I gotta change out of my travel gear. Right, I feel better now. Come on, let's get up there, pick up those vehicles and get them sold.
Ah, Dusty, you didn't say they left this old banger. This could come in useful, don't you think?
I can't see how, computer guy. She's pretty beaten up, but maybe we can use her back down the farm. Let's get the other stuff sold first, though.
Oh yeah, we'll deal with that first, definitely. Not bad at all. I'd never seen this place. I can't believe they built this in order to start an operation. It's all gone pear-shaped for them now. Maybe we can make use of it. It's a bit out of the way though, that's the problem. And you are well hidden behind that massive, massive hill. Yeah, okay, let's just forget that. Let's just take what we want and get things going. So, look at this. Opti shift, massive Volvo. Yeah, we're okay in here, Dusty, aren't we? Not bad at all.
I left all the keys in the ignition. We can just get straight down there. You best follow behind with the truck. That way we can drive back here. Gonna be a bit of back and forth, but that's how it's gonna be.
Yeah, no problem. Let me open the doors for you. There we go.
She's a lovely machine. We'll make a pretty penny on her.
Well, best catch up with Dusty. He's going to be rambling across those hills, no problem. Not too bad in this old truck, though. She's pretty good. I'm wondering what we can make for that big old Volvo. She is an absolute beast. 100 grand? Maybe more? That would really set us up for the next stage. In a way, it's a shame that they cleared out so much stuff, but it does give us a bit more of a blank canvas to get going on. And if that's what the mayor wants to achieve, then who am I to say otherwise? Dusty made it here nice and safely. Great. Let's go inside and have a chat with the clerk.
Well, good morning. Me and the boy are new around here. I'm wondering if you can help me out a little. I'm sure you can. You look like the sort of lady who can help a guy out.
Dusty's in there working his magic.
Well, all right. Thank you very much, miss. You've been a real help. I hope to see you around here soon. What are you doing hiding around the back here?
Nothing, Dusty. I was just watching you flirt with that clerk over there. How'd you get on?
It's like trying to get blood out of a stone. Person like that working on their own in a place like this. You'd think they'd be a bit more receptive to a bit of human company. Maybe I'm just getting a bit rusty.
Yeah, the gloss does fade after a while, Dusty, eh? You know what I mean?
Oh, I don't believe that. I'm still as sharp as a tack. She just needs a little time. She'll come around. Anyway, if you want to pull this in there, she'll get it sold. We'll get the money straight in our account.
Well, that's not bad at all. There we go then. Oh, wow. Oh, man, I don't know if I want to get rid of this now. This is better than our cabin. FM Radio 102. Lovely, great channel. Right, yeah, that's all good. Oh, this would have been great to keep. Okay, that's fine. Well, just going to take a little bit of time to get back to this sort of level of operation, but we just don't need it now, and it makes no sense to keep hold of something that we're not going to use. There we go. I'll get out, get it sold. Wow, my goodness. The offer on this is nearly 200 grand, 198,000. That is way more than I was expecting. We are definitely going to be getting set up today. Let's get this in the bank account, and then me and Dusty can have a think about what pieces of equipment we actually want to buy. What a great start.
How'd you get on?
Nearly 200 grand for that thing.
Well, that ain't bad at all, is it, computer guy? Man, we are properly set up now. What's that put us on?
273 grand, Dusty. We can pick and choose what we want.
Okay, I'll drive. You have a look at what you think we need. We can talk about it on the way.
But Dusty, I think we should be looking at mowing technology and something to do with logging, because right now, that is where we're going to make our money. We are surrounded by trees and grass. We might as well make use of that and start to get some sort of process underway that we can start to generate revenue.
Yeah, I'm up for a bit of mowing, but let's learn by our mistakes this time. Don't go crazy buying the biggest and the best. Let's work within a budget here.
Yeah, I agree with that, Dusty, but there is so much out there. We may want to go as big as we possibly can.
We gotta buy a set of mowers, a baler, a wrapper. Think about the big picture, computer guy. You're gonna need a way to haul it all.
Oh yeah, logistics, of course.
We got quarter of a mil there. Let's just have a think before we jump in.
Thing is, Dusty, if we're going to sell the truck and the trailer as well, we're going to end up with more funds. So I've got an idea what I think we could get, but let's get those sold first, and then I think we'll be able to really be in the game. The thing is, we are going to need a tractor, because that old tank we've already got hasn't got a front hitch or a PTO. got to think carefully about what we actually need. We are going to need a tractor, we are going to need a mower, we are going to need a baler and some form of wrapper. We're then going to need some way to transport it. Dusty's absolutely right on all those points, but I also think we're going to need a trailer because our old fabricated one has been taken away. So we're definitely going to need a way of hauling logs around as well. Dusty's in the Volvo and he's just about to get underway. I think he's just checking everything. All right, Dusty, yeah, let's go. I think I'll make my decision and place my order, and then we can go pick it up when we get down there. Okay, so it's all reliant on exactly what we get for that truck and trailer, but my order is in. Just got to get it verified once we get down there, do the deal, and hopefully we will be set up for what I consider to be the first phase of operations down here in No Man's Land. I have to say, I think this is going to be the easy bit. We know how to make money with silage and grass. We know how to make money when it comes to wood and wood operations. How we then convert that into everything we need for digging for gold, I honestly don't know. But if we get the money in the bank, then that's the first part of the problem solved.
It's been a real pleasure doing business with you, miss. Say, you don't ever fancy catching a movie or maybe going for a coffee sometime? You don't have to answer right now. I'll be around. I'll pop in and see you some other time. Take care now. Well, she ain't the chattiest kind of lady, but I kind of like 'em like that. Nice and reserved. Deal's done. We've made ourselves a tidy little pot of cash now.
How much did we get, Dusty?
85 for the truck and 74 for the trailer.
Well, Dusty, by my calculation, that puts us on about 430 grand.
Yep, that should give us everything we need to get going round here. It ain't gonna be enough to get a gold operation underway, but if you're looking at starting small, I reckon we can ramp things up pretty quick now.
Dusty's absolutely spot on, so let's have a quick look then. I want to have a look in the used vehicle sale, and look at that straight away. There is a Fendt Vario 900, 43% off. I honestly don't think you'll get a better deal than that. I love a Fendt, I really do. I am a little bit reluctant because part of me does want to go for something a bit different this time round, but I can't look at that and not buy it, so I think that has got to go on the ticket.
Wait a second, YouTube guy, hold on. I just had a thought. We don't know how long we're gonna be out here for. This ain't like no long-term investment here. Can't we just go and lease everything we need?
Lease? Yeah, I suppose we could. I mean, in my mind, leasing is always just dead money. You don't get anything out of it at the end, but I suppose it kind of probably makes sense.
We can pretty much lease anything we want. You can buy a certain size tractor, but if you lease, you can go big. And man, there's a lot of land out there.
Buy for keeps and an investment, or lease and go big. Oh, Dusty, we've never gone really big before, and this does feel like big country.
You just have a think about it. I think leasing is the way to go. And if we don't like something, we can swap it out easy peasy.
So you know what, Dusty is absolutely right. Why don't we just lease? We always said it was going to be, what, 6 to 9, maybe 12 months here in No Man's Land just to get done what we need to do. In which case, we don't want to buy the equipment and then have to sell it and actually probably end up losing money over that period of time. Why don't we lease? I'm already looking at the massive 9RXs, T9s. Oh my goodness, we could go crazy. Dusty's gone back to the cabin, and I think he was going to tend to those 2 fields while I make my various purchases and leases here in the main shop. I think I'll grab myself a packet of crisps while I'm waiting. rented everything I think we're going to need to get going in terms of a grass and silage operation. That should give us enough revenue in the first couple of months, certainly, to be able to start to save up for this kind of gold thing that we're looking for. I don't know what we need, but for now, I do know about grass. So that is what I've dealt with. That will be turning up anytime in the next couple of weeks, so that will be here for Dusty to pick up. I'm going to take a nice stroll back to the homestead and see how Dusty's getting on with that field. And then perhaps it might be time for me and him to part ways. I need to get back to the valley and make sure everything is happy there. Dusty should have everything he needs equipment-wise to get going and get things underway. Oh, well, it looks like Dusty's got the old crop out. Not too bad at all. Well done, chap. Oh, and I can see in the distance he's brought down the old harvester as well. Makes sense, really, to have everything down here. And in all honesty, if we've got money in the bank now, we may as well get rid of this old stuff and actually replace it with something which is modern and works, because I know that this is awful. Look at it. Wow, missing stuff. It's a janky experience in there. Needs must. We've got past that now. Let's go and get some new equipment. And getting rid of this old stuff is stage one of that, I would say.
Nearly done here. I think the sooner we can get rid of this old plow and get something worthwhile, the better. I just can't make a straight line no matter how much I try.
Yeah, it's not your tidiest work, Dusty, I must admit. But, you know, we're using the old equipment that you fabricated out of nothing when we were surviving on nothing. So it's not surprising.
Yeah, if we had to carry on like this, then I'd make some improvements. But I know we got money in the bank now. I'm gonna get this finished with what we got here. But I think it's time to get rid of this old stuff.
Yeah, I think so too. The combine, the plough, the mower. Let's upgrade, let's lease. Let's make as much money as quickly as possible here so we can get this centre of town up and running just like the mayor wants.
Let me just pull over there and get this engine off. Thing overheats if I leave it on too long.
Yeah, I think this can go, Dusty. We never really got a chance to use it though, did we? Which is a shame, because I'd like to have done.
Well, we can keep it if you want to give it a go just that once, just for nostalgia's sake.
No, I'm happy to get rid of it. Well, I don't know. It's kind of like a mark of your work, I suppose.
It ain't like you'll get a dime for this thing. All the thing's worth is scrap.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll get rid of the plough because there's definitely better ploughs, and we'll get rid of the mower because we're going to replace that. Yes, we'll probably end up getting a combine, but we can lease one of those as and when we need it. Let's just keep this for now. You never know, it might be fun to use.
I doubt that very much, computer guy, but I understand what you're saying. We'll keep this to farm on. Man, do you even want to keep that old thing behind me?
What, the old tank? I am a bit fond of her. I mean, she's very, very temperamental, but, well, I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, Dusty, I have leased everything that I think you're going to need to get going. Mostly geared around getting the grass underway. You can certainly fell some logs if you want to. There's a new trader coming so you can haul all the planks down to the store for selling. I think that will give you enough to certainly get going. I'm going to have to head back to the valley because we've got to make sure that, which is our primary operation, stays healthy and in profit.
That makes sense to me, YouTube guy. I can always give you a call if I need you, and if it means I don't have to fly for a while, that makes me happy too.
Yeah, you really don't like flying, do you? Well, I'm going to head inside and get packed up. Maybe we can have a bite to eat, and then I'm going to head off. Can you drive me to the airport?
Yeah, of course I can. Take my friend to the airport, least I can do. Come on, YouTube guy, let's finish up with some food and a beer.